Episode 2.
Right.
Episode 8.
Wait, if it's better.
Episode 78. And then this one. Episode 79.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Looks like we're live. Direct.
And you have midget porn wrestling on here. What the hell?
My bad.
Oh, geez, we've already derailed. We're already off the tracks. What's going on?
What, you want me to look it up? Midget wrestling show coming here soon.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Let's see. I remember seeing those. Start watching regular so I can get my own heroes to cheer for, you know?
All I heard was
Andy Rose.
What's up, everybody? I'm Josh, JRB5. This is Kevin K711. We've got Bryce Oxley, and we got Chad down below us right there. And Jamie, right?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Going on, brother?
How you doing tonight?
We're sitting outside here at the Super Bowl party, just doing it up, man.
Yeah, it's just getting started. We always got to compete with the Super Bowl. On Sunday, we always compete with a lot of things. So it's like, whatever, we're going to do the show, and they can come back and watch it later if they want.
Sounds like a plan.
Beast tuning in. What is up? Yeah, we got this painting back here with this. Just it makes it funny. We always got to compete with what is up. Turn the volume down, Kevin. Amateur hour over here.
I just love your sexy voice. I just can't get enough of it.
I know. You watched the show tomorrow or yesterday's show.
I'll put it in my ear pods so I can just listen to 24/7.
I need to work on my radio voice. You know, I just talk normal, and it's like I sound like a squeaky little kid.
You know who you have to listen to like get a good speaking voice to like make you feel like A, like you're commanding the room, and B, that like people are somewhat like, you know, like listen to Chris Hansen from the fucking To Catch a Predator. If you listen to the way he talks to people, it's fucking terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Like,
And on the radio.
No, that shit is like he doesn't even. He like just comes out in his suit and he's just like, "So, what are you doing here?" Fuck. Goddamn,
what's up, Thomas? Thanks for tuning in. Are we sounding all right? Let us know. So we ain't sounding like crap. And you want to write down a number? Circle it and ignore all the other numbers.
500.
So just any number?
Any number.
1 and 500.
1
Not
and
just
500.
any. We are putting limits on you between 1 and 500.
We got this.
Is this a trick on me?
No. This is for the giveaway. We got this fabulous print by Mr. Hansen.
Guy on a buffalo.
Guy on a buffalo. If y'all ain't seen Guy on a Buffalo, y'all need to. It's the best.
Get close.
Benny's guessing 0.5 and 501.
Again?
There you go, bro.
I think he misses out on his 501 jeans.
Yeah, 501 jeans. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this after I get off of this. Good Lord. Amateur hour.
I'd say a lot's going on, but it's Super Bowl day, so I really didn't look past Super Bowl to this time.
I'm a hockey fan myself, so
Yeah,
well, you have a show coming up.
I like the
Just saw
foosball.
that. There was a pretty decent comedy show last night. That was at the Barcode, I guess.
yeah, I was supposed to go to that, but we had a dinner at my girlfriend's house, and at the same time I've been moving as well. So I was actually supposed to perform at that, and I'm really sorry that I didn't. But like life happens.
Yeah.
So.
They had
a lot of comedy shows.
They had a lot of people. So
Was there a lot of people there?
I don't know if a lot of people were there, but they had a lot of comedians doing
Oh,
the
they
thing.
did. Well, and that's really weird because he booked me as a comedian, and I was like, all right, that's cool, but I'm a magician. Like, if you want me to like do some like, Because that's essentially what I'm doing on the
Yeah.
17th, I guess.
Yeah.
But no, I felt bad for having to cancel that. But yeah, no, I had to meet the parents and
Gotta.
get a new house.
Yep. Gotta Gotta keep mama happy.
Huh. No, actually, it was really nice. They were really cool people. I liked them a lot. I got roasted by a 10-year-old there, so that was awesome. It's basically like my girlfriend looks at her and she's just like, so this guy's a magician. She was like, magic's dumb. I was like, yeah, duh.
I can make you disappear.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the night, she was like, so show me a trick. Show me a trick. And I was like, I don't really usually do magic for kids. And she was like, why? I was like, because
magic is dumb.
magic is dumb. Drunk adults are funner.
Oh my God, how'd you do that?
Yeah.
How'd you float?
Yeah.
How'd you?
I don't know. Kids have this thing where they're just like, no, I know how it's done. Not exactly, but I know. All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm really excited to paint on this one. I'm ready. I'm gonna go first, Kevin.
Okay.
But
What is that? A monkey?
it's a flying monkey.
Flying monkey from Wizard of Oz, sort of.
Oh, shit.
But Chad, tell us what you got going on with the official beard brand and everything. I know you got some new merch going on. I got a little clip up here. Got some patches. They've dropped already, right?
They have.
Patches, the t-shirts, has the pants dropped yet, or are they still coming up?
Yeah, the pants haven't quite gone live yet. They should be going live in the next week or so.
Okay.
Right now, we're focusing on the St. Patty's Day merch, which you can see here. We have the Lucky patch as well as the Lucky shirt.
Yeah.
I want some skinny jeans with that patch on it. Can I get some skinny jeans?
I like the logo
Challenge
on
accepted.
the
Hey, Josh, just as long as I can model them for you.
Dude.
Hey, real quick, I do want to say thank you for continually having us on here.
Yeah.
The Art Assault is an amazing opportunity to see some great work
Yeah,
done
it's fun.
every week. I have a couple of the original art pieces hanging up in my living room.
Yeah, I think the
And
first
like-
two.
Probably a couple of
They're
first we did,
fantastic. So
yeah.
if you're not watching this, you got to watch it. You got to pick up some artwork because these guys are amazing. And
We're starting to become starving artists,
Yes,
man. No
yes.
one's buying right now. Come on,
Yeah.
man. It's always a dry
And-
time.
and
Always a dry time
Josh,
just before Christmas.
we always appreciate you having us on here. But we've got some good stuff dropping. We've got another shirt even on top of that dropping probably in the next week as well, which
Yeah.
I think people are going to really like and want to get. So we're going to go with that. But there's some good stuff happening.
If you like
Yeah.
Vikings, you're gonna like this shirt.
Nice. Yep. And then you guys got the beard products as well, right?
Yeah, we have the beard.
Over the Mythic beard products, right?
Yeah. It was the Mythic beard brand or the Mythic
Beard company.
beard company, and it is merging with the official. We're at the moment we're just working on getting the labeling and all that fun stuff right, and that'll be coming soon on the website.
Nice.
Very definitely.
Lots of good stuff happening.
I know every time I see him, I'm broke, so I can't buy anything from him. So it's like,
Yeah, he wanted one of those.
because I wanted one of those, but I'm just a fat body, and you guys didn't have any of
Yeah.
my size, and I had to wait by the time you had some of my size.
Yeah, I was rocking mine yesterday on the music podcast.
Yeah,
That was a fun one. We kind of got that one figured out to where how we can do it, and
not be blocked too often.
well, no, we haven't got blocked. It
I'm
certainly
gonna have to
has
get back
taken-
on that one with you.
Yeah, definitely. We're doing next week is songs that make you cry. We're calling it tear jerkers because we have now got a Jurgens Award for the songs and
Jurgens?
a Jurgens Award.
It's a
Like-
Joshin. They call it Joshin.
Well,
No. All right, so I'm curious about this because when you say Jurgens Award, the first thing that comes to my mind is this a song you jerk off to?
yeah, basically. It gets you all hot and bothered.
Well, then I might have a chance of getting it then.
He did not. You told me the Joshin said.
Well,
they started calling it was
they
Joshin.
called it Joshin, but we officially named it the Jurgens Award last night inadvertently. But it was the Divinals. We were doing the Guilty Pleasures and Divinals. That song was.
Well,
I was like 13.
Well, that's like two different things. Like, so Jurgens for me, like I don't know, I'm weird. I feel like that me and the chick would get down to like Marilyn Manson. Like Tourniquet would be definitely a song to fucking get down into. Take your hatred out.
So
on
I don't know.
me.
Next
Fuck
week
yes.
it's gonna be like crying and Jurgen, I guess. So I don't know. But it's
I've never had a song make me cry. What the fuck are you guys on?
I did not pick this, and this is Alex Aldape.
Like
I'm butchering his name, but he
I take a shit ton of mushrooms and never like have cried. Like I listen to Elton John while I'm floating on Mars, and I've never just been like, this is fucking awesome.
Well, like I said, I mean, there's some songs that that remind me of my dad that kind of get me, but I don't cry much, and I don't know if it's the macho thing or what, but
I will tell you what.
I stubbed my toe and cried.
All right, I will give you this. All right, so there was one song like when I was like a teenager that like got me in the feels, and what it was a Blink 182 song. It was Adam's song.
Oh yeah,
about his buddy who committed
That's a whole
suicide.
generation thing. I have no clue what any Blink 182 songs sound like. I probably heard them.
You know what's really weird is if like you take the poppiness out of their music, it's all really sad shit.
I know.
It's fucked up.
I'm just saying that it's a generational thing.
Yeah,
Blink 182 came.
I don't know. I feel it like this generation of music that's coming up, I'm kind of lost on. Like my daughter kind of keeps me in the loop with it.
Yeah, when my son was around, that helped. Like, Linkin Park dropped a new song. Did you see?
All right, that's not a new song. What that is like apparently what it was it was a cut song from Meteora, and they were gonna like put it in there, but apparently it sounded too much like Numb, and they were just like,
and it does, man. When I first heard it, but
that happens.
They dropped a new song that hasn't been introduced to people yet. Yeah, and when I heard it, I was like, well, they didn't even bother trying to even sound a little different. But now that explains why, because it came from that time period.
Yeah, I mean, and that happens with like those big names. Like they make like big
grab.
ass lists, and then they're just like, this one, no. And shit, I've done that before. Where I was.
Well, they still come out with new Led Zeppelin songs.
Yeah. Are you sure that's Led Zeppelin or Greta Van Fleet?
No. Well, we could even go to the Kingdom Come before that if you really want to start talking about all the bands. No.
That is true.
Bands like that because they're constantly recording so much stuff. I mean, they could probably still do songs from old.
Yeah, I mean, did they have that tour bus? Was that them?
Who's that?
Led Zeppelin wasn't, or no?
They all have tour buses.
Well, I mean, tour buses that had recording studios in them.
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Purple.
That sounds like something Deep Purple.
Prince might have.
No, what Prince had was like his whole house was mic'd. And that was the coolest fucking thing I could. Well, not always.
Well, he also had that warehouse that he had too. That wasn't his house. That was specifically for all that too.
But that
graffiti, whatever that's called.
But the house. Whenever I found out about him having his whole house mic, that made me like super happy because everybody has that moment when they're in the shower and they're just like singing to themselves. Like, can you imagine how many fucking Prince songs we heard that he came up with while he was just like scrubbing taking his shit or scrubbing his fucking taint from the night before,
loading dishes in the dishwasher.
Yeah, the purple rain. I mean, fuck, that's one right there.
I don't think Prince was loading his dishwasher, man. I just don't see.
Hey, Josh.
I think he would, man.
I feel like he would. Like that whole story about him and like who was it? Charlie Murphy when they had the basketball game, and then afterwards he like went and made him pancakes. Charlie Murphy said he didn't have someone make it; he made those pancakes.
Yeah,
they're like, yeah, no, that's because Prince was a fucking baller.
Man, I've always liked Prince. I mean, I mean, after all the classics, the ones we know, their albums, I just can't get into. I bought a few afterwards.
Well, because his music is all over the place. And then if you ever get a chance to see, he would just show up places and play live shows for the hell of it with people.
I like that he actually had like here's my thing with a lot of bands, and this is be it national, regional, local, or whatever. And here's the thing: is like nowadays everybody has fucking ADD, no matter what. Even if you want to admit to it or not, everybody's attention span. Like what was it, basketball when the dude was all like, "You have attention span in nanoseconds," and kids just at the bird up there. That is everybody nowadays. So here's the thing: is like a lot of bands is that they try to get off on the merit of that I make really good music, but they want to do live shows, and then their live shows suck because they're just standing there concentrating on so much. Like if there's not like a visual aspect to it, like fuck off.
Why are they so dark?
Because they're outside.
Yeah, where'd you guys
Is
go?
it nighttime where you're at?
Hey man, we're sitting outside just hanging out because they're having a big Super Bowl party inside, and we didn't want to like mess up the live
But
feed.
is it actually dark there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's dark.
It is almost dark out here.
Okay.
Hey Josh.
Yeah.
We would like to do a quick giveaway. So
yeah.
the first person that comments, "I love the official beard brand," gets a free shirt and a free hat.
Okay, y'all heard it here.
It's like
I'm
get on real quick.
fuck you,
Mr. Bearded Beast, you can keep guessing. Guess as many times as you want.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna wonder why I win these. What the fuck?
We only have one guess. Well, one serious.
One
guess.
official guest, yeah. Like I say, we're competing against the Super Bowl, so it is what it is. We're here. We're not.
So whoever comments
which one
first,
number is
let
it?
us know on your post,
That
and we're
one?
gonna hook them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anybody listening, all you got to do is I love the official beardbrand.com. Oh, Bearded Beast got it. I don't know if he counts.
I love the official beard.
I think he's sitting here watching it with us, but like if he's the first one, he counts. So
Okay.
Motherfucker! So I could have
he's hanging
cheated.
out, so.
He's like, wait a second, we counted. I would have commented.
No, I totally would have. This is bullshit. I mean, I don't got like a really good beard, but fuck yeah, I want some shit.
Gotta start somewhere, bro. We were all there at one time. So I gotta ask, who you guys rooting for if you're rooting for a team?
Philadelphia.
Whichever
Okay,
team
can we
he's
turn
not
these
rooting
guys
for.
off now.
So he's rooting for the Chiefs.
She's
Just
only
us
doing that
America.
because everybody around her is doing Chiefs.
I know. Can you blame her?
He's going for the red and white. They just don't have the blue.
I was gonna say I got nothing. I was like, I don't like. I used to watch football. I used to watch NFL all the time, but I used to watch it when the Cowboys still did like cocaine. So like I've been lost. I know they probably still do, but I'm talking about like the good coke addicts with like fucking Emmitt Smith and Michael Irving, the ones who actually
Okay.
like made it.
Hey man, the Cowboys still do cocaine and they're still not good.
They're still not good. Not fuck. Well, fuck. Man.
But back then they were.
They were, dude. Come on. They
Used to be.
They used. That's why I don't watch football anymore. It's how you got Michael Irving to run so fast down the field. This is like they put white lines down there. So I got that shit. No, I used to love that shit, but like lately, I can't get into it.
It's been a long time since I got into football. But it was Emmitt Smith, and that was who Troy Aikman. Even though he's, I guess, a douche now, everybody hates Troy Aikman now. They may have hated him back
They
then.
probably hated him back then too. Like now it's come out that like Michael Jordan is like one of the worst people in the fucking world too. So
Oh yeah, he was a dick to his people on the team. I mean,
this guy's dropped out. I think they got mad at me.
did they drop out?
Yeah, it looks like we lost him.
That's probably.
See, I made him mad because I told him Michael Irvin was doing cocaine on the field. So, my bad.
Yeah, they're Eagles fans. See, that's what happened.
We'll see if they come
Kansas
back.
City cut all the Eagles fans off. So.
Oh,
No. Where were they from? They were, it was
Mississippi.
oh shit! I shouldn't say anything about them. Then I'm gonna lost in a fucking swamp.
Yeah, maybe they got a alligator attack or something.
You know, I mean, the alligators are not what I'm worried about down there. Absolutely not.
Yeah. I can run faster than an alligator.
No,
I'm
you
gonna say
can't.
I'm listening to a lot of true crime podcasts lately, and a lot of it takes place in the South.
Oh yeah, because you can put bodies in those swamps, and they won't be found for decades.
If that.
Yeah, well, they found some. They
found
some.
And then when they find you, it's all eroded because you're a fucking alligator.
Well, no, they found some. Somebody was tied up, probably been there for 100 and some years, tied up, and they were like mummified because the swamp gases. They don't deteriorate. Alligators don't eat that shit.
No. So, I mean, no, they usually don't eat dead stuff in the first place either.
They'll eat Fifi that's running through your backyard.
Where's
my doggy at? Where's my doggy?
Why I don't live in the South. I actually, as much people like give it shit, I like living in Kansas. Like it's central to everything. Like
It's home.
I
I tried to. I was like, from being a young man, I wanted to, being a rock star. I was like, I'm gonna move to LA. I went and visited LA. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
No, I went to quite a few. Like I haven't been too far west. But like we've been down south and all out east and everything, and you know what I found about Kansas in general is it's self-sustaining, and that's the scary part. Is like we can make our own like food here, and like a lot of those places in between like the coasts and us can't.
You always hear about these people talking about, well, I'm a vegan. You know what? I've had bigger gardens than most vegans ever had.
Yeah. Oh no.
Because I was talking one time to a vegan, and I was talking about all these things I planted, and they started yelling because I'll eat meat too. She started yelling at me, and I'm like, wait a second. I was talking about all the vegetables and other things. We had pear trees and we had apple trees and everything else. We grew all those, but we also had moo cow over there was going to be tonight's dinner too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't talking about any of that. I was just talking about all the food. She got all mad. I'm like,
Whatever.
you're trying to draw, you got to go to a special market where you spend too much money for the food, or I can go in my backyard and pick a tomato out of the bush.
See, and that's where it should go back to. Honestly, everybody should be and this is like a crazy person in me. It's just like I like the idea of like being able to like make your own shit, especially nowadays with like food prices.
Yeah, get a few
chickens.
Crazy as
they are.
Need a few chickens just so you can afford eggs.
Oh no, absolutely.
Because the eggs are more than the chickens.
Stupid. I mean, it is what it is. I'm like, I have my own personal opinions on it. But
so tell us about. I know you got one show over in the horizon coming soon. Do you got any others?
I have one show that I'm doing next week on Friday, the 17th, and that is the Dirty Trix show. Which is basically all the stupid bar tricks and gnarly little dumb things I usually don't get to do on other shows that I get to do on this one.
Are tickets still available for it, or?
Oh no, absolutely! You can find tickets at WichitaEvents.com.
Yep.
So there's two sets of tickets. Their general admission are $15, and there's VIP for $25, which basically means you get to come up and be my helper for our most show. Plus, you get the best seats in the house.
Nice.
I was just there for 4 hours today to work on rehearsal for my troupe that I'm with.
Flying Pig.
Yeah.
Flying Pig is a cool place.
They put that new stage in there.
Yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot too. Jesse is the sweetest person ever, and which also I'll plug that too. So like, if you ever like improv, comedy, and just acting in general, like the Flying Pig down on Douglas and Hillside, and it's like right next door to the Crown Uptown.
Yeah.
That place is the shit. Jesse Gray is such a sweetheart, and you're like, everybody goes into like places like that, and I would have too, like, because you go in there like, I'm not gonna like do this silly shit, right? So
you don't realize how difficult it really is.
Well, you know what it is.
But I've gotten so much better because of it.
No, and it builds confidence. You're able to think on your feet better. And Jessie herself is very infectious. And what I mean by that is like we were sitting at a show that we did with Heather J. live.com, by the way. That's my buddy. Like in between her set and another guy's set, Jessie came up and she was plugging the flying pig, right? And she got like literally a crowd of 50 people, and I didn't think it was going to work, but she got these people to get up and start dancing like idiots. I shouldn't say idiots, but dancing around and carefree, and they were singing and dancing. And like, oh, how does it? I was just like, how the hell did she do that? These are all grown ass people. Also, there are no kids. I think the youngest person there was like 21 at the time, but yeah, she got them like doing like little improv sketches like right in the middle, and like everybody participated, like, and it was really incredible. Flying Pig is dope.
Yeah, she'll be up there talking about stuff, and she'll like, oh, you need to do stuff, and she's doing all these motions, and you're just like, holy cow, because most people wouldn't like grab the cup and stir it, and then when they drink, they just do like this, and then it's like the cup's whatever.
Yeah,
and she'll actually swallow and stuff.
Yeah,
and I said, she'll go, well, you need to swallow. I go, my beard hides that.
So I was gonna say, oh, like unless you.
But a lot of times, but you do that. But you do that.
Yeah, see that that
kind
takes
of breathe
up
out and stuff like that. So I've learned, and my biggest problem, like, start to plan ahead a little bit, and I've gotten away from that over the. I still do it somewhat. I'm still a planner. I mean, it just is because of life. But she goes, man, you must be really good at like coming up with like screenplay. And I go, yeah, I am usually, because I'm writing vocals for bands.
Oh yeah.
And I write my own stuff for my stuff with Captain Spaulding and that stuff. So.
And I have to do the same stuff for like within Magic. I mean, like a lot of it is.
I wish I could do that singing. I wish I could improv while I'm singing. That's where I lack. I wish I could do that.
See.
I have a hard time.
See, I always wanted to do stuff like that as far as music.
I'll be able to sit there and ask people going by, and you're singing, oh, she's walking down the street and all this kind of stuff.
Guy on a buffalo
being chased by a bear. Oh, the bear saw as a guy on a buffalo, and now he's running away.
Goddamn buffaloes again! No, I always wanted to be in a band that was like way more theatrical than like what I like heavy metal music and everything, but like there's something about the idea like I like stage shows. Like I like the very first concert I ever saw was Kiss and Ted Nugent. And like so the theatricality of that is just like ingrained in my fucking head. So
I do that with pretty okay. I show up in costumes all the time.
But it's it's hard. It's getting like everybody else to go.
Yeah,
that's the tricky part.
They do a little bit, but not like that. I mean, I showed up my fairy costume one time. I was dressed as a cowboy another time. Of course, Captain Spaulding. Everyone lost that one. But
there was a band that I was in a while ago. I wanted to do a full on like basically like a black mass as an opening, and they were just like, I don't know if we can do that. Why not? Why the fuck not?
A black mass. It's not like you're. Because that's black, not brown or anything like that.
Well, no, like they were just like, well, nobody's gonna like participate in basically like a ritual like style opening. And I was like, they do for like every other band in the world. Like, and that's true because like a lot of bands like really believe in like magic with a K or magic with a C, but magic with a K, like. There are rituals that happen at concerts and people don't fucking realize it. And
too many guys want to play it safe. And we got so many bands right now. And that's part of the reason I started Pretty Okay. I was just tired of all the bands wanting to be the next Pantera. Nothing wrong with it. Good bands. But everybody that was heavy was trying to be the next Pantera. Not all of them. You guys weren't. You guys were one of them. You guys are actually heavier. Fuck.
Yeah.
Then you had that double vocals going for a little bit now.
Yeah.
Now she just does it. But
but
everybody, and I'm like, no, man, I want to sing punk.
I was gonna say I don't even play it, man.
I know that.
Oh, okay, I didn't know it.
No,
because other people have asked me. And I'm just like,
no, I've known it for a while now.
I've had to take a step back from music as it was great in my life.
Well, and it's tough when you're trying to keep people together. It's harder than if you're doing something independent. All my independent stuff is flying high.
Yeah.
Seems like every year we got to reset and get a new guitar player or something every year.
I always found that difficult with like any band that I've ever been in. Is that like because everybody has an individual idea of what they want to make and what they want it to sound like, and then trying to take those ideas with this guy's ideas and this one's and this, and then try and cohese them into everything that's in a gray mode. Like it happens and it works sometimes, but a lot of times it doesn't, and one person feels frustrated at the end.
Well, it usually works for a time period. You know, a lot of these bands that have carried it on and done like the Rolling Stone thing, that's just, they're not, the Rolling Stones is owned by they're a company now. They're just so
Oh yeah, no.
But a lot of the bands that really do something and make an impact only last a couple albums.
Oh yeah.
If you really look at it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but you were saying like there are bands that become like I don't want to say franchise, but basically companies like Metallica, Rolling Stones, Slipknot is basically that now too.
They were kind of that way anyway. They were a made band to begin with.
Sort of and sort of not. But either way, they established
right.
a brand for themselves. And there are other metal bands that do, like Rammstein is basically a fucking brand in its own. And
yeah, but they crawled out of it and made it that way.
Yeah, they did.
You know, and Metallica, if somebody started offering me millions and millions of dollars, I would be like, okay, you tell me what I need to sing about. I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of times it's more about the performance than all that stuff. Anyway,
I don't know. Yet again, yeah, it is the performance because like. That was always one of my big things. I always wanted to make movies. I always wanted to do videos and shit like that. And not like because like everything for me is super visual. Like music is a great tool for a lot of things in a lot of different ways. But I always found in my perception that it is secondary to a visual component.
That's how I am too. I'm always going to be painting. I'm always going to do it. Even when I first started writing my own music, it was hard for me because I was seeing the pictures but not the words.
Exactly.
I've always been that way, and I never realized people thought in words until maybe just about 10 years ago. I always thought everybody thought in pictures, and it turns out most people think in words, not pictures. It's like 10 to 15, 25. It's a pretty low number.
It is.
That thinks in pictures, and I don't think in words ever.
I was going to say, most of my thought processes are in my head done as an actual visual scenario playing.
Right. Because now I figured out how to write it. Start describing what I'm seeing, and then I start writing down what I'm seeing. You know, primarily when I realized it was Murder by Cowbell that I've done. Mm-hmm. That came about because Saturday Night Live, because they're like, oh, they're murdering that cowbell. Oh, wait, that's a song right there.
That's it.
And then I just turned.
What was that movie? There was Walk the Line every time you said it.
You can't handle this.
I love that part. I gotta watch that again. That movie kills me, especially the whole thing. It's like, you can take the kids, but you give me my monkey.
You need to watch both. You need to watch both the comedy and watch them back to back.
Oh, Walk Hard and then Walk the Line.
Watch Walk the Line first and then Walk Hard second. That's how that's how I saw it, and I just laughed so
I've never
hard.
seen it. See, here's the thing: is I've never seen Walk the Line, but I've seen Walk Hard. Dewey Coxey.
It's definitely very much a parody of that whole.
Oh no, I figured as much. Like, cause I know Johnny Cash's story, so I'm watching it. And I'm like, no, this is pretty parallel to a lot of extremely exaggerated, but yeah. Right. But there are parts that are just like little duties, like, you never paid for drugs. Not once. Like, fuck.
And that's in the show because that's what I was talking about. You know how you call it, like, you can't handle this. You know, and every time he walks in and he's doing drugs, you can't handle this. And then you see him taking them and he's all strung out.
I think I'd like to have me some of that cocaine. But see, but that it was like that movie. It is perfect example itself. It's like the visual came before the auditory.
Right.
In that one, like, they didn't give a shit about like Johnny Cash's music or what style of music he made. That like they cared about like how are we gonna make this look.
And one of the most famous pictures he's got is when he's flipping off the.
Oh yeah. And now they got the one of him eating cake and fucking under his Thompson's bush.
No one's as cool as Johnny Cash high under a bush eating cake.
Yeah, we got keep guessing numbers, y'all. Whoever's out there in viewerland, we got fabulous print from Mr. Kevin.
One spot, bro. What the hell?
I'm frustrated with it. Just carry on. I'll go back. Background's gonna be.
That's all right.
We got this fabulous buffalo.
I was gonna put a background in it too. So.
Stampede in a room like a buffalo.
Like a guy on a buffalo.
Being chased by a bear. Yeah.
Chad and Jamie, thanks for tuning in or coming on, and we must have lost them. Maybe it got too dark, or maybe they had
Either too dark, or maybe some crazy shit happened on the game.
we had.
It looked like the Eagles were getting themselves some scoring position.
My commentary didn't. Joe, what's the score?
She said, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Fuck you.
You're gonna find out in about 10 seconds.
I'll go look real quick.
14-7, New England.
Oh, New England.
New England.
Yeah, Kansas City's got the ball.
What game are you watching?
Not New England.
Yeah.
Philadelphia. Sorry, Philadelphia. Right here.
Made that
Goddamn Eagles.
for one of the last Final Fridays. I didn't
Got
think-
so used to how many years of New England over the last 10, 15 years being.
Heard you guys are taking over Final Friday.
Yeah, we got it. We got it
We were
secured.
supposed to take it over about a year ago, but something
Yeah, we're starting this month, and the Mad Hatter's what I'm working on for the first piece. Nightmare and Wonderland is what we went with, the kind of the art prompt.
Oh, fuck that.
And you know, there was a movie out called Nightmare in Wonderland.
I'm sure. But yeah, February 24th, the whole gang will be at night with Barleycorns, John Barleycorns.
7 to 9.
I wanted to do the TGIF just to make it stand out, but I didn't want to do thank God it's Final Friday, or so I went with goodness. I don't know.
Thank goodness.
What do you want for Oval?
Kevin's the negotiator on that one.
What's
We all need to
one?
sign it. Nobody signed it yet.
Which
either.
one?
Oval. The owl from Clash of Titans.
I don't know, man.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
off,
Kevin.
off air. I don't want everybody to hear me
For
fucking
right now.
wheel and deal.
Yeah, hot diggity deal.
Motherfuckers. Like, everybody's gonna figure out how a magician actually gets shit on the
There's,
show.
always, there's
magic.
always an asking price, but we're never set on.
Uh,
So a lot of
I
people
like
stop.
I
when
like
say
that.
asking
I
price.
like that Leonardo one too. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was just some spray paint stuff I was doing.
Oh, that's spray paint.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I like it, but I enjoy it. It's good therapy. I hand cut the stencils and stuff, and the backgrounds and stuff is just shit textures I find when I was looking, but I'm not. It's of course being cold. I don't want to be outside.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I do like it. That was really cool. I like the.
My Mori, I used to do all of them with stencils, but my stencil kind of got haggard, and so I was
It's
like,
so
I'll
hard to
start.
make- and it's so hard to make those stencils.
Yeah, I painted the last two. I think that one at the
I need to do
auction,
Yeah.
at the Barleycorns, the dating auction, whatever.
Fuck, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, I think I painted that one.
You know what the great part about that is that I signed up for that like months, like when she first came out with it. And then like a month or two before it happened, like I think it was a month or two before it happened, like I ended up dating one of the other fucking the other like auction days or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm still with her. But like it like we could feel like the awkwardness in the room of like everybody knew that we were dating because like we were selling ourselves and everybody's just like, we ain't touching that with a 10. So we ended up like basically buying each other's shit. So we got to go see like a concert. I still have tickets to go eat like little vouchers to go eat at Aaron Horton's Munchpotamus thing.
Yeah.
We still have to do that one day.
I don't have enough self-confidence right now to do that. I would be like,
Oh no.
nobody would I'd just go drink and pass out in the bush.
I never really like had like a plan because that's like the second or third one of those I've done, and like I'd never really have a plan on what's going on because usually a lot of times those things like they kind of pay for your date or whatever.
Yeah.
And and for me it helps because I'm a magician and I feel like that's why a lot of people are just like, oh yeah, no, so even if the date sucks, I get to see some cool shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, and then like 9 times out of 10, that's how it works. But like, I've never had like a repeat date. Well, other than this last one,
that was
live with her now.
kind of already. Yeah.
Oh, like, but like, I never like got a repeat date from one of those. It's just like, hey, cool, we hung out and met a cool person, and then that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely couldn't handle the pressure
That
of that
first year one, we never saw the tickets.
I didn't go
The
to
Captain Spaulding one.
like that was the
It
first.
was literally supposed to be a limo and everything else.
Yeah.
But one of the helpers said keep the tickets
No.
themselves.
So that was the first one I did for the Barlows. Like I know she's done one of those before.
Yeah, that was the second one.
Yeah.
we did.
But that was the first one I did. For
Yeah, she
her.
wanted me to be on that one, but
And I did, and then the other two I did were like way back in the day when I was like in my 20s, and I was still in like a heavy metal band, and we did it as like a goof once, and then we did it again like during a benefit show. And it ended up working out pretty good because the benefit was like for a friend of mine who had like got into a wreck. So I was like, oh fuck it, I'll bite a bullet for this. Yep.
It's probably been about a year. It should probably be coming back up, wouldn't it?
I don't think so.
That they're
Oh
ones
yeah,
the
well
Barlows
yeah,
do.
it'll probably be about like 5-6 months away.
I can't remember exactly when it was.
I could pull it up on my phone. But I
Yeah,
don't
I've
want
slept
to.
since then. Keep guessing, guys. We've had one good guess.
But no, I don't mind them. They're kind of cool ideas if they're
Oh.
if it's for a good cut. I only do stupid.
Bearded Beast said Chad's phone went dead. Damn iPhones. Yeah.
That's why you buy
Yeah.
Android.
Yep.
But iPhone people that get iPhones love their iPhones.
Dude, they do.
Yep.
They do.
Keep guessing though. No
And
numbers
look,
have
it
been
was
guessed
broken
yet.
most of the time, but hey.
We do
But you
Price
know
is
what's
Right
fu-
rules.
But you know what's funny is like 9 times out of 10, whenever like Android comes out with something, it does something that iPhone is like years behind on. Every time the newest Android comes out, like I did not know. Like my phone has the capability where like I can tether it to your phone
Yeah.
wirelessly and it'll charge it.
Hmm.
Like that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
Like, but like.
I don't. I mean, I'm sure mine can do some of that stuff, but I don't.
Yeah,
I just go plug it in.
yeah, or just tethering in general is like kind of a cool.
Well,
idea.
I've been recording the time lapse on the on my phone just because. It's still recording, Kevin.
It's still on.
Okay.
And I didn't even think you
But-
had it on.
The last couple episodes, it would like record like only 7 minutes and stop, just because the memory is full. I mean, I've had the
Okay,
phone.
yeah,
I've had the
that makes
phone
sense.
4 years, and so I've started throughout. Just a couple, an hour or so out of the night, just going through some shit. I mean, I didn't know Instagram. When you post up on Instagram, it saves it to your phone, so you've got a file of all your Instagram posts, and I'm like, I don't need these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need these. So I deleted them, hoping that it wouldn't delete all of them off of Instagram. But I deleted all them son of bitches, and they didn't. So, what's up, Jana? Thanks for tuning in. 369 to the windows, to the walls.
Skeet, 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 skeet.
Good guess within 500. Keep guessing. So we got a print from Mr. Kevin Hansen. It's not Guy on a Buffalo, but you should go watch Guy on a Buffalo. If you want
We're going to bring that one back. It's going to be a cult classic.
Yeah. It's quite infectious. Quite stupid, quite infectious. It's fun. It made the list last night. I mean, the show last night. I really enjoy that. It's turned into just, chaos.
Yeah, chaos is usually good.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't have to paint. I don't have to click too many buttons. We just bullshit.
Sit there and bullshit.
Yeah. Barlow's on. He came on full time. Like I said, Alex Aldape, Alex Mandeville, which I think she was on.
Yeah, no, last time I was she was on.
Yep. And then Mr. Thomas Benny came on full time. So and we're still, we got rotators because sometimes they won't. Matt Baller's coming on next week. He's been watching.
That's cool, guy.
Yeah, he's been watching. So he chiming in with his list while we're doing it.
You're like, no, you forgot to put this on. By the way, I recently found out Deftones is not as bad as I thought. So, Matt, if you're watching this,
yeah.
The album was excellent after that.
Fuck you. I like Deftones.
Yeah, I like them.
I like that.
But,
I think I was just surprised the route they took after that first album.
Well, like like
He fucked his voice up, so he had to, right?
no one, realize like
Well, he always sang that.
no one ever realizes how old Deftones actually is.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever looked up like when they're first out, like when they first became famous? It was in the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
Like 1980s. Chino Moreno has never had a real job in his life. Like he was 15 when Deftones came onto like the scene. And he is, he's worked, but he's not worked like us.
I don't remember what the
album went completely gold, if not platinum.
Something like that.
Like I said, that first album.
Oh no, White Pony or whatever it was. I think it was. There was like their second or third one. Like their first couple that came out, they were like those weird demo-y like albums.
I just know their first one had a video too.
Yeah, like it blew my because I get curious about like that shit every once in a while. Like, when did this so and so come out? And like Deftones blew my fucking mind. I was like, dude, that guy's been playing music as long as I have been alive.
Yeah. I like them. Can't remember which one made the list. Alex had Mandeville. She had was one of hers, and ended up being her Juergens Award. It's just videos that get you hot and bothered.
All right, so videos or music? Because earlier you said music. Now the videos.
Okay, well, last week or yesterday was top 5 music videos. So now it's just back to songs. It's not just necessarily videos. But I was making a playlist on Spotify for the second one. I think I did just Spotify, and then the third episode I realized, okay, not everybody's got premium Spotify and can watch it. So I did both, but now I'm just kind of been doing YouTube just because this was a video one. So I was like, I'm not going to waste time with Spotify, but it takes a little time, to go through and do that shit. I don't,
no, absolutely.
It consumes my weekends, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why did I do this? I want to do nothing on the weekend.
Do nothing. And now I'm busy all the time.
All the time. And so hopefully I can, just stay busy on the weekends and then not have to work during, get 1 million podcast views. And it'd probably take like 10 million just to be able to quit my day job. But
no, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never actually looked into that. Like I listen to podcasts. Biggest, not to plug other podcasts on your podcast, but whatever. And I know
we're all about
I listen to the last podcast on the left at work fucking religiously.
Yeah.
Because that shit is amazing. They do a lot of true crime and occult and alien stuff and like conspiracy and and then the 3 dudes who do it are comedians. Like one of them has a show. What is it? Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell on Adult Swim, which is also hilarious. Watch and listen to all of this shit. But yeah, no, I like it a lot because especially like theirs, and they're supposedly like the #1 podcast for like true crime and stuff you can listen to. But I like it because it will talk about like serious shit like Dahmer or Nazis and the occult. And they're just ripping on people the whole fucking time throughout the entire thing. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, Heinrich Himmler was a fucking asshole with a gap tooth and blah, 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 blah. He was a D&D nerd with a fucking ego. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, well, you're not wrong. So.
Did you ever check out Sean Swoop's The Pixelated Paranormal?
Yes.
I like that one.
Another one I like a lot, and this one's not like funny or anything. I mean, it's interesting to me, and it's very niche to me, I guess. There's one on Spotify called.
I thought that one was got it at first, and then I realized a little too high.
Yep. So keep guessing. I know it's Super Bowl, so we ain't getting a lot of interaction, but it'll be all right.
Another one I listened to is the Sean Ryan Show. It was really good, but it basically talks about like old special forces operators and their stories. Like they had the guy who shot Osama bin Laden on one time. They're like good 4 or 5 hour blocks of fucking stories.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty good for work. But like some of the stories that those guys come back from, like especially the ones in like our age range, are fucking incredible. Holy shit! Heard a story about a dude who took a
What's up,
round from
Nicole?
an AK to his face.
Thanks for tuning in. Keep guessing. You can guess more than once.
We got video of a guy.
We got this fabulous print from Mr. Kevin Hansen.
We saw a lot of nasty ass video before we went to Iraq,
Yeah.
just so that we'd be paranoid enough not to
Not
be
to
those guys, get blown up.
Yeah.
Motherfucker gets out of his vehicle, gets hit dead in the chest with an AK-40 round.
Oh shit.
Gets knocked down. Bam. Thank God he had his body armor on. He gets back up and shot the motherfucker. And the guy is this, and he's like, he doesn't look like your typical combat soldier. Combat soldiers have a certain look. He looked more like this guy was more of a, I think he was like a commander's driver or something. You know, don't get me wrong, he was good. Obviously, he got right back up and shot the fucker,
I was gonna say
which was funny because you see the guy filming him.
Mhm.
He shoots him, he goes down, then he pops right back up, da-da-da! And then you see the camera go. And we're like, yes, I don't care who the fuck you are. That was fucking hardcore because getting slammed in the chest, even though he has his body armor on, is like getting hit by a fucking rhino.
Yeah, I've heard like a lot of guys say that thing will take them going down. But there's also been stories I've heard about, like there was a guy talk about a raid he did in like I think it was Karma, and he took one to his plate, but he had his mag sitting there too, so the mag stopped it. And then he's like, well, I got him. And he was like, I didn't realize what happened to me until I reached in to grab my next mag to reload, and the thing fucking shredded his hand through his gloves. And he's like, what the fuck is that? And he didn't realize until like an hour later after that his mag caught the fucking round. He was like, that just goes to show you your adrenaline's up. You don't know this shit. But I find those stories really interesting, only because like when they come out of it, like the people that they are and that they realize that they are, especially like special forces operators, that shit's they go through some shit.
Oh, I got a couple of stories that didn't scare me until I got home.
Yeah.
And I look back at them like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
You know? So
I think it's very interesting. I obviously I don't condone violence, but I understand the need for it.
You know, any military guy, if they're in their right mind, last thing they want to do is something violent.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, they will. Violence of action is what we're trained for. Close the distance, finish the job.
Yeah.
Exactly, especially on hand-to-hand. If it's hand-to-hand, close the distance, finish the job.
Yeah.
And some of my fellow soldiers, some of the nicest guys in the world, boy, I've seen them. I've been right next to them. And it's like, and when you get back, you're joking about it, but you're all like, son of a bitch, man. We were just total different people.
Absolutely.
And so,
but yeah, no, I absolutely love those stories. They're very inspiring.
Keep guessing.
yeah.
Plus, I'm kind of a nerd in that way too. I like to you what you said is like you like those combat and those special forces dudes. They have a look about them that's just like different from other. Like I got a QA.
Well, we were all artillery and infantry. And artillery guys are all these big, stocky motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they gotta carry all the big
around.
shit. Yeah.
And then all the infantry guys are these lean, mean, looking like fucking triathlete looking dudes.
All right.
And we had a vehicle. I'll just tell the story now. Had one of our vehicles. I wasn't on the patrol, but it was within my platoon. My platoon was the only one that got hit like 3 times. None of the other platoons got hit. Somebody had our number.
Oh shit.
Anyway, the front vehicle got blown up. No one died. Front, we found the engine like 50 meters over in a field. The gunner had shrapnel. He got his bell rung bad, and the TC, the troop commander, the truck commander, the radio ripped through his arm, and you could see the fat. And then he had to get some stitches. And then I can't remember what happened to the driver. Thank God that one there was no one riding in the back. Because a lot of times when I rode, because I was a platoon sergeant, I let my squads do their thing. Yeah. And I've ridden in the back of their vehicle plenty of times. So that radio would have smashed me right there.
Gotcha.
Anyway, he had shrapnel in his glasses. He had those safety glasses on. And we measured it was within about 1/8 of an inch, all this shrapnel from going into his eye.
Oh, Jesus.
It's been since 2008. I can guarantee you, if I called him up right now, he still has those goddamn things in his pocket.
Those glasses?
Those glasses.
Oh, yeah, I would totally keep it.
I wrote, it was Oakley. I wrote Oakley and said, hey, and I told him the story, and they said, can we get those glasses to put in our museum? And I said, the dude won't let go of them. I said, if he dies, then maybe we'll put it in your will or something. So I don't blame them. They want to put it, for whatever. Coolest thing, though, they sent me a case of 100 Oakley glasses. And so I'm handing out Oakley glasses to everybody in my platoon and battery and everything else. I didn't even keep any because I didn't care. And it was just like, here's some Oakley glasses, man. I mean, not of them were the bullet resistant ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, to this day, man, that motherfucker.
He still has them in his pocket.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
That's some shit.
I think he's still in, or at least he was last time. Last time I saw him about 4 years ago, I go, you got him? He goes, yeah. Pulled him out. Still got the
shrapnel still
he
stuck
will
in
not
him,
let those damn things go. He's like, he goes, they're in the shower with me. If I'm having sex, they're with me. I don't care. They're not leaving my body.
Dude, I like, even like for me, like I'd probably sit there like on my downtime, still just wear them.
He might. I don't know.
I don't know.
You got to be careful.
I'm a morbid fuck like
Got to be
that,
careful
so.
though, because you probably go,
To get it in your eye.
They got me finally.
finally. But this how bad it was too. One of the front tires flew back and hit the second vehicle, and gave just. Thank God that we call them the chicken shield, the turret that's around them. Thank God it hit that because it would have killed that fucking gunner, but it knocked him for a loop too. And the tire hit that. And
the Colt Riker says 13.
And I remember too,
I was this close to saying 13, by the way. It wasn't, but it was that fucking close.
Yeah, we got pretty pissed off at that because it was a sheik. Every little town guy has their sheik or chiefs, whatever they call them. Their sheiks. And we were mad because this is a guy we've been working with, and it was in their backyard, and we knew they knew.
Oh, shit.
But they're more. It's funny. They were more scared of somebody with a baseball bat than somebody with an M4 sticking it in their face.
I could get behind that. I could actually get behind that idea, that ideology.
So if we really wanted someone to talk, we just pull out a little baseball bat and they'd start talking.
We're
not like we're going to use it on them because then we have some issues with the Geneva Convention. Even though the people we were fighting didn't sign the damn thing.
Yeah, no.
Well, we didn't sign it either. Did you know that? The Geneva Convention, we never signed it. United States didn't. We just enforce it.
Yeah.
We wrote the bitch, but we didn't sign it.
See, Riker even says she would have kept that. Yeah, no, I would have kept them fucking glasses too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is how I know I would have. So when I was younger, I was working in a sheet metal shop, and I had a piece of sheet metal spin around in a drill press.
They're the same goggles too. That's what's funny.
Tried to take my fucking thumb, and the only thing that kept my thumb from going was that fucking ring that I still wear. It like clapped into it, but you can see it. Like there's a fucking scar all the way around from where that thing went halfway through my goddamn thumb.
I was grinding on a leading edge, had my safety glasses on, and right underneath them. I mean, I had them on right. It went right underneath it.
Oh man,
no, piece of metal.
Okay.
And so went to the hospital, and they stuck that little plunger thing and flushed it out, but it's probably still in there because it didn't ever come out. They gave me.
It was molted because it was so hot. It was just molted.
Well, I don't know.
It was slag.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a burn.
A few years from now, he's going to die from something in his heart, and they're going to find a little piece.
Oh, you need to Tony Stark that shit quick.
It's worked its way through my eyeball.
Tony Stark it. Give me some magnets, man. Give me that.
It was aluminum, so.
But no, I do this.
Oh, yeah,
I keep morbid shit. Like, I had an ex who threw a bottle of whiskey at me, like, in an argument. And it missed me. But, like, I still have that bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, I still have this lamp. It's in the basement.
Yeah.
Worst I've ever had outside of getting kicked in the face by a horse and stuff. But in the military, when we're shooting, and you got a buddy next to you, the rounds
fly out.
And it's not so bad until you get one that goes right down your back.
Oh, God.
And I remember it got stuck right in the crack of my ass. It's hotter than fuck. And I'm like, And I'm still shooting. I had to shoot. Well, thank God the the guy, what's wrong? It's in the crackle. And so he's pulling down.
Take that thing out of my ass.
He's sitting there pulling it down. We don't care when you're in the middle of that shit. You don't give a fuck. So the medic's like pulling that. Later on, he's like, "Here, you want your butt round?
Fuck yes, I do.
You want your butt plug?" I was like, "Fuck no, man." But I had a fucking burn blister on the crack of my ass.
It would have became a necklace for me.
Oh, we had so many of those things.
So
girls would grab it like, "What's that?" Like that thing got stuck in my ass.
So I think this hour has flew by again. What the? I mean,
I know we didn't really get. We got a lot done, but we didn't get anywhere.
yeah, I like it, but I think Mr. Bearded Beast won this one as well. So not only did Mr. Bearded Beast get the T-shirt from the official beard brand,
You got the
print from Mr. Kevin Hansen. So
buffalo.
I'll get with Chad or get with you, Mr. Bearded Beast, if you're still watching, and we'll figure out where to send that. But yep, 250 was the closest without going over.
There's some motion.
I know, because we had one there. I
Yeah,
thought
we
she had it.
We had some that were
Oh,
close.
shit.
She did. She got really close.
She was just over on all of them.
Before we get off here,
She's on there all the time. She's
I
won a
forgot
couple
to.
times.
Who? Nicole?
Jana.
Dana.
I was gonna say that
Nicole
Riker,
pops on every once in a while.
She's just trying.
We didn't see our hardcore because they're probably watching the football game.
Yeah, most everybody.
So,
is.
yeah, our hardcore fans, we know what their priorities are.
Yeah.
I just a busy the football. It's a Monday night.
It was tied 14-14. I saw that.
But yeah, big shout out to Mr. Big Sexy Beard Brand. I can save you $20 or 20% on some fabulous beard products. Well,
Hell
I mean,
yeah! I want to buy the $20.
I guess if you buy enough, it would be $20. So
So here's what you do: if you come to my house dressed as a cartoon character from the Venture Brothers, but make it weird, like don't make the costume weird, just make it weird for me. Like I'll buy that $20. Yeah.
we'll forgive you, Nicole. We'll forgive you. But yeah, 20% off JRB520, BigSexyBeardBrand.com. And Chad Piersky, Mr. The TheOfficialBeardBrand.com's got some new merch.
We get some skinny jeans. He's gonna model them for me so I can see if because it looks like we're about the same size.
Those are sweatpants. But
You look like a pretty big dude to me too. Well, I want skinny jeans with the patches on them.
Super judgy of you.
yeah, and then next Friday, got Dirty Tricks with the master magician Bryce Oxley and special guest Old Chap.
Whoever started calling me master, thank you.
I appreciate it.
I know who did. It's Heather J. And I appreciate her very much for that. So, but yeah, I got a Flying Pig Improv Friday the 17th. Tickets, WichitaEvents.com. It'll be super fun. Check that out. You can also find me at B9 Magic on Facebook. Also look up my buddy Heather J, J-A-Y, on Facebook also. She's also at heatherjlive.com because that's my partner in crime, and I have to put her as well.
Yep. I got your link, and I got the Big Sexy Beard, or the official beard brand link in the description of this podcast. You can find it there. So yeah, we're going to get off here, and I'm going to feed the kid. But yeah, one more plug.
What are you going to feed the kid to?
I don't know. The Eagles. February 24th, we're bringing back the Final Friday barley corns. So yeah, come check it out. It'll be fun. Shenanigans. Yeah, we're going to get off here. Have a good night. Find the outro.
Yeah, if we can even get these.